This Man United team has been widely criticised and, to be honest, completely written off before today. How about that for a response?
No, obviously criticised unfairly because the position in the table says it all. We lost too many points. Even today, we can't be happy with the draw because we need points more than they need, to be honest. And obviously, I think it's a really good result. We could have even won the game at the end. There's really good players on the ball in the midfield to drive the ball through. With Curtis and I think Gravenberg, they probably one of the best in the league. Szoboszlai that didn't play today, and then McAllister with the.
Well, did anybody expect that level of performance from Manchester United? I'm not sure. Put that performance in context, Roy.
Well, obviously a surprise to me. I said before the game, I just looked at the whole team. I looked at their performances recently, the lack of goals.
You gave them no chance?
Yeah, I did.
So what was different?
What Bruno just said there, they turned up. He said they showed a bit of passion. But obviously the argument to all of this stuff, and I don't want to take away from United today, is to do that in the other games. They've done it at City recently. You can't just pick and choose when you want to turn up for a game at Man United and have passion today, and it's typical questions asking a player after a match going, well, how come you can't do it week in, week out? He's just a player himself. But when you're a senior player, the key is to turn up for every game with that passion and that quality. And they showed the quality today. And I don't think anyone would have predicted Man United probably certainly scoring 2 goals today and nearly won it at the end. Liverpool had their chances, of course they did, and I'll take my hat off to United today. They showed a bit of passion, lots of quality, a bit of fight, and they kind of showed what playing for Man United is all about. But the key is, obviously, they've got to back it up. They've got to back it up. And the next week, obviously, the Arsenal in the Cup next, they've got to turn up with the same attitude, the same level of performance, the same fighting spirit, and then you've got a chance of winning matches.
Do you think they surprised Liverpool with their level today?
Yes, but when I listened to Arne Slot's interview before the game, he said they've got the players and they've got the talent in the squad, but the performances haven't, garnered the results. And today, I think they've shown their true colours, maybe in terms of the manager's system and how they played it, and they showed a lot of fight, they showed a lot of composure on the ball, and that's been lacking in recent weeks, of course. So I think they performed to a level where the manager can be proud, the players can be proud of themselves to say, look, like Bruno said in his interview, this is what we can be. But in turn, you have to do that every single week. You can't pick and choose against the bigger teams. You say, OK, all eyes are on us today, lads. We're going to perform and give our best games. But when you're playing against the lesser teams, when you're expected to get the results and you're expected to create things and they don't respect you or you don't respect them as much, that's when you got to put those teams away. And
United should come out with, I hope the message coming out from United over the next few days is also that, listen, we actually still have that belief. I know the manager spoke before the game about they're anxious and they're nervous, but the players have to come up with a message. We still believe we can turn in them type of performances. We have seen them before. The problem is they don't do it week in, week out. Far from it. They're very inconsistent. You should look at the league table and the goals against. It's so bad. It's unbelievable. But the players, you ask for honesty from your group of players, but I don't think this group of players are honest. Because if you're not putting in a performance week in, week out, there's something obviously amiss. But I think that they have a chance in the next few days to also play it cool. Everyone will be criticising Liverpool now, but Liverpool also, no need to panic from Liverpool's point of view. It's another point, it's another game, and listen, they could have won it themselves. But United shouldn't get too excited. As a Man United player, coming to certain stadiums and getting results, like against Man City, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and also send that message going, listen, there's still a bit of trust amongst us that we can get results.
Well, I suppose the first question United had to answer, could they get through the first half unscathed, which is what they did. All the goals came in the second period. And the next question, could they actually then break Liverpool down? How did they do that, Roy?
By taking them opportunities and obviously by pressing and good play. And we see here, Martinez obviously getting it high up the pitch. And Bruno, we know Bruno's quality. Liverpool's defending here, they lack that little bit of intensity. Martinez, nice little side ball. And you're thinking, can you finish? Gary mentioned Giggsy's. Listen, brilliant finish into the roof of the net. Trent's probably could have done better there. But Liverpool just lack that intensity for these few seconds. You can't switch off. Look, they just make a tackle. Far too easy, but brilliant finish. And United, happy days, they couldn't believe it. Great reaction.
Finish was outstanding, to be fair. I didn't like the Ryan Giggs shout, though, because he only beat about 9 players for his goal. But, I mean, it was a fantastic finish. To do that as a defender as well, like, the power on it.
Do you think that's what he's just concentrating on in this position?
For sure. And I think when you got that time to think what you're going to do, it's almost like, some players, Snapchat or whatever it may be, but the concentration he showed as a defender.
back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Romeo Lavia. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the beginning of the second half here at Stamford Bridge. Possession one. Mudryk. Being egged on by the crowd. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Palmer.